My name is Edwin. Yeah, I made the mimic. It was difficult to put the pieces together. Hello everybody, my name is Stoner Yoshi, and today we're going to be ranking every major Five Nights at Freddy's character based on how much I want to smoke weed with them. A couple of ground rules before we start. Rule number one, everyone can smoke weed. Even the robots can smoke weed, and furthermore, they all want to smoke with me. We're throwing ethics and physics out the window. I just get to decide who's in my smoke circle. Point of business number two, let's go over the tiers. You can see S, A, B, C, D, but to be more specific, S is a life-changing smoke. Top of the top, it's gonna actually improve your life that you smoked with this character. A is an amazing sesh, super enjoyable, super special. B is for bong buds, slightly less special. Maybe you smoke with them more regularly, more of a chill hang kind of vibe. C is for in the circle. They're getting invited to the smoke circle. You might not be sitting next to them, they might not be even smoking, but they get the invite, they get the nod. D is for don't wanna smoke with these people. And finally, the bottom tier, the bottom of the barrel, is the nightmare blunt rotation. That's reserved for the very worst of the worst. And point of biz number three, this is all my opinion, and if you have different opinions, let me know in the comments below, and I'll get down in those comments and I'll fight you because you're probably wrong about whatever you think. You think you know which Five Nights at Freddy's characters are the best at smoking weed? I feel bad for you, man. Compared to me, I feel bad for you. So with all that said, let's get into it. First up to bat is Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's. This is like main Freddy. We're not going into every specific design because frankly there are too many, but this is going to be representative of most Freddys. Freddy, obviously, he's the first guy you see when you enter the game. Vaguely friendly looking, vaguely threatening. I don't think he's the scariest ones of the mainline ones, that's for sure. I think he deserves a spot in the circle. I think we're gonna pass him the joint. If he takes it, great. If he passes it to the next person, that's fine too. I think he gets to be part of the hang. Next up is Bonnie. Bonnie might be a bong bud. Bonnie's got cool guitar, mellow attitude, seems like a nice guy, seems like a good hang, and frankly, we could all use that right about now with everything going on in the world. Okay, when I said that Freddy wasn't the scariest ones of the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 animatronics, that's because Chica exists. Chica sucks to look at. I mean, just take a gander. She is like the most decrepit looking of all of them. She looks like she smells really bad. The Let's Eat bib is clearly a threat. These two, I can kind of understand why they were even like pitched as children's characters in the first place. Chica is just like, who the fuck? Who asked for this? Nightmare. Foxy's fucking cool. I'm not gonna pretend like Foxy's not cool. Runs really fast. Pirate hook, eye patch. I want to hear his story. He's the coolest one of this main gang anyway. He's gonna go an amazing sesh. We're gonna leave a little room at the top to have our lives changed. Golden Freddy, I don't think I want to smoke with Golden Freddy. He's sort of like a twitching kind of lump of a guy. All he ever says is, "It's me." That's not engaging conversation. Does he belong in Nightmare? No, because I feel like he's less malicious than that. He's in Don't Wanna. The phone is representative of the phone guy, and phone guy from all of his calls seems chill. He's a little bit of like a company stooge. He's definitely covering for them more than he should, but like we met him in the week before. He's got a daughter. He's a chiller. We'll give him the invite, and if he wants to come, we'll sit him next to Freddy and they'll just kind of have to deal with each other, I guess. Now we made it to the toy animatronics, and like, what the fuck? Nobody wants to smoke with this. The blacked out eyes, the fact that it like hates adults. This is not good, man. We're not smoking with Toy Bonnie either. His guitar can't save him. Toy Chica is the only one of the toys that is significantly less threatening than the first iteration of the design. Toy Chica gets the nod. She gets the invite, because the Let's Eat turned into Let's Party, and that's a better outlook to have. I like Mangle's design. I think it's cool that Mangle can be torn apart and put back together. That said, Mangle's main thing is crawling through the vents to eat you. So for that reason, we're not gonna smoke with Mangle. Because I don't want to get freaking ate, dude. I maybe should have said up top that since this is a horror series and all of these are, you know, murderers, that we're probably not gonna have as many people in the circle as we have out of the circle. And that's okay. That's perfectly normal. I could smoke with the puppet. I don't think it's actively dangerous to smoke with the puppet. I think that, you know, puppet did a good thing trying to put all the souls back together, or however that goes. That said, I just don't wanna. I'm not inviting the puppet. I wanna be listening to like chill ass vibey music, and the puppet is just gonna wanna listen to like weird tinkly music box bullshit, and it's not Dua Lipa at all. Balloon Boy, straight to nightmare. I get the sense that he would take a single puff of weed and become a total menace to society. I think he would call 911 on your own smoke circle, and then when the cops got there, he would try and bite the cops. This is, the purple guy is a representation of William Afton, who's a serial killer who kills kids. But let's be real with ourselves. We're not kids. We're here to smoke. And would it be cool to smoke with the kind of guy who can invent very complex machines that he then uses to kill kids? No, it's not good. It's not good to smoke with him at all. This is Springtrap. Springtrap is also William Afton. They're the same guy. We're not smoking with Springtrap either. We took a murderer and then we put him in a scary costume where he's basically dead, undead. He's like a ghoul kind of a guy. He's in the nightmare. I'm sorry, and I mean nothing by it, but I'm not smoking with the crying child. Frankly, I don't even know his name. I don't know him like that. I might smoke with Michael. He just seems like kind of a loner to me. He seems like the guy that's like kind of on the peripheral at your work, and you're like, dang, maybe I should ask him to hang out because he always seems chill at work. Then you hang out with him once and you're like, oh, he's like not socially aware whatsoever. And then you go back to work and he's like always asking you to hang out, and you're like making excuses and shit. Smoking with Michael makes your life harder, so I don't want to. Let's unite the family. And we're gonna fully unite the family because we're not smoking with 5-year-old Elizabeth Afton before she gets scooped. Wow, look at them. They're all together. They put the pieces together. Old Man Consequences from FNAF World is a vibe. He sits by a lake and you go up to him and he chides you and he gives you life advice. This has got to be a life-changing smoke. Maybe the definition of a life-changing smoke. You're gonna turn things around talking to him. Now we got another Freddy. This is Fun Time Freddy. I mean, it's a 2-for-1. You get Freddy, you get Bonnie. That said, I don't think I want to smoke with either, because at the end of the day, no matter how you swing it, this is a robot that was created for the specific purpose of kidnapping children. Funtime Foxy, similar situation. Also a robot made to kidnap children. Also going in Do Not Want. Balara, to me, is one of the most haunted of them all. And we don't even know, like, anything about her other than she sings and she dances. And she was specifically designed to kidnap children, so she's going in Don't Wanna. Circus Baby, kind of a bad guy, is Elizabeth, and Elizabeth is in Don't Wanna. However, and hear me out, she's one of the only ones of all of these guys that is like actually fully aware of what they're doing. And so if she, in her full awareness, you know, wants to smoke with me, who am I to say no? And frankly, I've got a lot of questions about what it's like to be a haunted animatronic that was specifically designed to kidnap children. And I think we might have an amazing sesh, because I feel like it'll be a learning experience for me. And, you know, I'll also, you know, I'll be telling her to stop trying to kill people and stuff. And she just kind of wants to get out the bunker at the end of the day. She just wants a normal-ish life, whatever normal means weapons for robots specifically designed to kidnap children. Imagine if I was looking at Enard and I was like, dude, Enard is a bud, dude. Enard is such a good hang. Like, everyone wants to smoke with Enard. Guys, I wouldn't do you like that. I take this shit seriously. I'm not just looking for people to fill out the smoke circle. We're not smoking with Enard. He's fucking Enard. Lefty is a weird one for me. Lefty seems to kind of just exist to like clear up some lore details or drop some hints or something. I don't get a lot of character out of him. I don't want to smoke with him. Elephant is the first one of the Merry Melodies. Merry Melodies, for some reason, actually do seem kind of chill. And this elephant looks friendly, knows magic. He's going in the circle. Now, if I'm familiar with the Merry Melodies, Mr. Hippo is kind of like the Chandler Bing of their group. Cracking wise, saying truth to power, and for that reason, he might be an amazing sesh. I think we get into it with Mr. Hippo, and we learn kind of a lot. Now, Proto Freddy, or Marytime, whatever this guy's name is, he looks goofy, which could be a good sign. Maybe he's a funny kind of a guy. However, is he a little too goofy? You not want this level of goof in your smoke circle. I might not want someone doing entirely too much. He's just gonna go and don't wanna. We are not smoking with Banjo Pig. I've seen Deliverance. I know how this goes. This redneck piece of shit is going straight to Nightmare. I'm kind of ambivalent about this frog guy. He doesn't really move me, so I think we're just gonna leave him out. We're just gonna smoke with these two Merry Melodies. That'll be for the best. I feel like you invite too many Merry Melodies into the smoke circle, and then maybe they break off into their own side conversation, and they're reminiscing about their old pizzeria and stuff, and it's like, I'm trying to create a hang for all of us here. I'm not just trying to go down memory lane for memories I don't even have. Music Man is an interesting one. He's obviously, you know, if he's coming to the sesh, then he's on aux, and that's a valuable trait that one can have. However, he does have big, beady, unfeeling eyes, and I don't like him, and I don't like the way he looks, and we're not smoking with him. He'll he'll be on aux and Nightmare. Candy Cadet is kind of similar to Hippo. Candy Cadet is a storyteller. Candy Cadet is a lore giver, and you know, I like it when I'm at a smoke sesh and someone breaks into a sort of long story. I think that it's a neat little change of pace, and you know, we smoke with him. He's telling us interesting stuff. I think he could be a bud. I think he might be our bud. Glitch Trap, we still don't fully understand his deal, but I think that because he's like a mind virus and not like a guy that exists in the real world, we'll just put him in Don't Wanna. Now, Glamrock Freddy, our fourth Freddy here, he's your companion through all of Sister Location. You would think that by being the most overtly friendly animatronic, the one that like helps you instead of hunting you or hurting you, that he would get, you know, at least in the circle, and you'd be wrong, because he's a chatterbox. He takes up a lot of mental real estate. And I would rather get to know all of my new friends rather than be bogged down by my companion that I didn't get to choose and that I've heard talk enough. Monty Gator runs Gator Golf, and I don't know if you've ever smoked on a miniature golf course. I've smoked before going on a miniature golf course, and it was a wonderful experience. So for the possibility of gaining his venue, as well as he seems like a chiller, he's got a chill disposition, we're gonna put him in buds, and we're gonna kind of hope he hosts. We're just gonna be like, my place is kind of far, Monty, do you wanna maybe, I don't know, like if you don't wanna, it's whatever, but like, you know, we're centrally located. We're gonna invite Glamrock Chica mostly to have somebody for Monty to bond with. I think it's important. We have two Merry Melodies, we got two Glamrocks. You know, Toy Chica, she'll just fit in despite being the only toy. I feel no ways about Roxy the Wolf. I'm sort of unmoved by her whole deal, so we'll just go ahead and not invite her. The sun guy, Nightmare. The moon guy, Nightmare. Our old pal Greg here. Now, I know what you're thinking. He's a child. You can't smoke with him. He might be a robot. All of these details are irrelevant. We're not smoking with him for the same reason we're not smoking with Glamrock Freddy. We've seen enough of them. Vanessa is a night guard, which is sort of like being a cop, which is why I'm not gonna smoke with her, because we don't smoke with the police. Vanny, however, despite being the same exact person and or maybe a twin and or we don't really know her whole deal, I think we can fix her. I do. I think we can change her life for the better, and that's gonna be a life-changing smoke. What drives a person to run around in a rabbit costume and kill people with a knife? This is a question that I want answered by her and not really by him so much. And last but not least, we have the fucking Mimic, whose new game is coming out very soon. And look, while the Mimic may appear scary at first, it's important to remember the Mimic is just following their programming, which is, you know, to do what this guy did and to kill people for no reason. And so we're not smoking with the Mimic. Smoking with the Mimic is like smoking with a self-proclaimed empath. You're just gonna get a lot of energy reflected back at you. You're not gonna get a lot of genuineness, and I don't like that. I don't like someone trying too hard to fit in, you know? Be yourself. Bring your own unique energy to any smoking situation. And I know that these guys will, and that's why they're in the circle, going from here to here to here. I see a lot of friendly faces. I see a lot of good conversation waiting to happen. And I see an overall chill hang, considering that everyone involved other than Phone Guy is like a murder robot. And that's the list. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? Who do you think would be the best to smoke with? Who do you think would be the worst? Let me know in the comments. Get in there. Leave them down there. Also, what smoke circles of fictional characters do you think I should do next? I would also love to see comments of that. I've been Stoner Yoshi, and you just got stoned.